NFL Sunday is coming. We got the plays. We got some data and stats, some mismatches. We got all that for you. We're going to go over it together and put together a beautiful parlay. And we're going to hit some money today. You ready? All right. First off, we're looking at Rashee Rice, okay? I know this is scary. Texans defense, one of the best in the league, but Rashee Rice loves to operate in the middle of the field, and I think Patrick Mahomes is a must-win. He's still going to look to find him, and he's still the number one option as well. I take Rashee Rice for 60-plus receiving yards. I think this is great value. I mean, look at that. If he's going to go over 60, he hasn't gone under 80. So I think 60 is a good bargain for the value at minus 169, so we're going to lock that one up. Next, we're going to look at JSN, okay? Let's take a look. We're going to take him for 90 receiving yards. He's been on a tear. He's coming off a horrible game. He's having a bounce back. You already know the drill. This man's a 90 receiving yard machine, and Atlanta gives it the 16th most receiving yards to wide receiver in the league. So, with the value at 90, minus 132 is a great, great pick. If you wanted to put this in a big parlay, even take him for 80, still good value, minus 197. I think this is great. Lock this one up. We're going to take a look at Josh Allen for 2 passing touchdowns. I think this one is going to be sweat-free, if I'm being honest. He is pretty much crushing this all season. Past 2 games, he hasn't had one. James Cook's been on a tear. But Cincinnati's defense, passing touchdowns, dead last. They allow the most in the league. I like that one a lot. So, and look at that value. You look at that minus 130. This is a great pick. So let's keep that one in the books. Then we're going to look at Bijan Robinson for 60 rushing yards. I think he's got a good matchup. Seattle's defense is actually pretty good, but for 60 yards, let me look at his head-to-head. Look at that. Look what he did to them. 103 rushing yards. He wiped them. I think 60 yards at minus 159 is amazing value for this matchup. I'm taking it for 60 yards for sure. All right, Brissett, 250 yards. This man has been on a tear. Let's take a look at this. Oh, we're on head-to-head. Sorry. 250 yards. Hasn't gone under it yet. Love this. Look at the value. Minus 123. This is a gimme. Take it for 225 if you want to be scared. Still good value for a parlay. That's for sure. We're going to look at McBride for 70 receiving yards. 80? I like 70. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Their defense is pretty good against tight ends, but he has been hitting this more than enough for me to take this in a parlay. You can even drop it down. Let's just say the odds are 241 in the parlay. I take him for 60. He hasn't really gone under 70 and over 50, 55. So you might as well take him for 70, I think. But that's just me. Hey, I'm cheap, so I want the best value I can get. All right, we're going to look at Jacoby Myers for 50 receiving yards. This is also pretty much sweat-free. He's been an absolute savage. 40 is a great value, but you could even take him for, 50 is a great value, but you even take him for 40. Look at this. Yeah, it's past 5 games. Colts defense, 26th. Allows 26 most receiving yards to wide receivers in the league. 202, minus 202 is good value for 40 yards. I think this is a no-brainer. I take this for sure. All right. We're going to look at Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase should have a really big game. He's projected to have a lot of yards. Jamar Chase. Let me just type in Chase. It's easier sometimes the way they spell their names, the apostrophes. All right, look at this, 110 yards. All right, Jamar Chase. If we took him for 80, let's see what that value looks like. Minus 147. I like this a lot. Bills have a good defense against wide receivers, but you know, I think 80 should be pretty good. He's still still gonna be the main target share for the team. But look at that, rush yards, 30th in the league at most. So let's look at Brown for his rushing yards. Let's look at Chase Brown. This one might be a gimme too for 50 rush yards. Look at that value, minus 130. I'd take that. That's a great value. Lock that one up. Let's go ahead, keep it moving, and we'll look at Michael Pittman Jr. for 50 receiving yards. Let's look it up and take a look at the matchup. 50 receiving yards. He went under his past 3 games. Yeah, you don't have to take this one if you don't like it. I don't like it. All right, we're going to look at Caleb Williams for 192 passing yards. All right. Look at that. That might be his line. I think it's a good one. Good value here. Minus 115. Look at that. I like this one. You took it from minus 190. Minus 126 is the best odds. I like this one a lot. I think he's going to throw that. He's been looking really good. Lock this one up. We're then going to take a look at Mahomes for 240. That go ahead. That one pretty much. That one pretty much correlates with Rashee Rice. Yeah, for 240. Hasn't gone under it in 5 games. Look at 10 games. He's hitting 240. All right, and 240, the odds are minus 115. They're out of their minds. Take it for 225 to be safe. Yeah. Even at 220, you can probably get 190. 220, lock that up. Good luck. Comment below if you guys win some money. Subscribe to the channel, and thank you if you made it this far. YouTube really helps the creators if you guys make it to the end of the video. So I thank you if you have. Good luck, and subscribe to the channel. Comment if you win money.